or the very first impressions that you have as you begin to understand where you are and what is happening around you. What do you see or notice as you take a look around?
There's a bright light, almost like a sun that keeps coming in and out of my vision, top left.
Yeah.
And it brightens things up, and then it kind of moves out of sight, and then it comes back on a regular.
And when it brightens things up, are you able to see anything else around you?
Like once in a while, I get like these patterns, these shapes, almost like a geometrical type thing. But then they fade away, and then the sun comes back. Like it's too bright.
Yeah. And does it feel like you're standing or sitting? Does it feel like you're maybe floating?
More like floating. And then almost like they're not trees, but they look like trees. They're just really tall. I can't describe it more than it feels like I'm laying down looking up at tall trees, but they're not trees.
Right. Yeah. And does it seem like those trees are they like grounded into something, or are they just kind of in the void, in the space around you?
More like in the space. Like they're really, really tall. Very tall, narrow, pointy,
Yeah.
but I'm not able to see lower than like towards the ground.
Yeah. Why don't you look down at your body and tell me what it is that you see when you look down at your body?
I just feel like I'm floating, like there's nothing beneath me.
Yeah. Do you have any clothes on?
No,
Hmm.
but I don't have the same body either.
Yeah. Tell me about your body.
There's no like identification to it. It's just there's no need for identification. It's just there. It's just like no biological identification, because that's not how we look at each other.
And tell me who it is that you're referring to when you say we.
Like everybody, all of the people like me, but we're not people. We just we exist, but not in so much the body realm. We intuition, thoughts, mind, spirit, but the rest is not important.
And where are these other beings at? Are they with you?
No, I can hear, like I can hear one answering questions, but I don't see anybody else.
Yeah. And what messages does this aspect of yourself and do these beings have for you today? What do they want you to know?
Just to be and to exist. And none to understand that it's everything is for a reason and for a purpose, that it will all come in time.
It sounds like the message is very much that you're on the right path and that the answers that you seek will be provided to you as you need them and as they come available.
They said, don't worry. I'm hearing more voices now. Don't worry that my best interests are what's important, and they will guide me to where I need to be.
Oh, beautiful. Are these voices of your spirit guides?
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's higher than that.
Why
So I
don't
keep saying the word council.
council? What which council is it that we're in contact with right now?
I don't know, I'm not understanding what they're saying.
Why don't we ask them to send the answers and the energy through in a way that you're easily able to understand and translate? Sometimes that helps.
Gregorian, Gregorian, that's all I'm getting.
Yeah. What star system are they from?
I keep it. Oh, Floridian? Floridian. The head of the council said I shouldn't be here.
You shouldn't be where?
I shouldn't be asking this. He said Floridian, the head of the council, he does not look happy. He does not feel happy.
Why don't you ask the head of the council what information he would prefer that you ask about right now?
He told me to know that I will come home to the council someday. And until then, I need to finish my path.
Why is it that you left the council?
Because I felt a need to do something more. I feel like he's mad at me.
Do you have a significant connection to him from a past life?
I don't feel like it.
Why don't we ask him what the energy is that you're feeling from him? What is the cause of that lower vibrational, frustrated energy that you're getting?
Because I sat so high in the council and I feel like I lowered myself to want to do this.
Sounds like maybe they have some of their own shadow work to do.
They said that I was important there, but maybe I didn't feel as important. Like coming here to Earth made me feel like I could do better here, to be more important, because things weren't changing fast enough. Like we were trying to fix things and they weren't being fixed fast enough, so I wanted to come here to make it faster.
Oh, I wonder if they I wonder if they're just sad because they feel you're lost, because they feel like you left and now they're sad that you're gone.
Yeah, it's very emotional and heavy right now. They said I need.
It's okay to feel that and allow that energy to flow. Might feel a little bit silly to have such a strong emotional reaction, but that's important energy, and it's really important that you honor it and allow it to exist. Whatever it is that you're feeling, sadness or grief or longing or whatever it is.
I feel like it's so heavy. Like the emotional part is so heavy because I forgot what it's like to be there.
Yeah.
It
sounds
feel
like,
bad.
yeah, they miss you and they're sad that you left.
They said things will change fast. things will happen fast.
Yeah. In what way will they start to happen fast?
Like I'll feel like I won't be able to keep up with the demands that I need to do for for the for the reason I came to fix things. And they said that I might not be able to handle it. But I have to try.
Yeah. What kind of changes and demands can you expect?
the 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 light, the darkness is so heavy here that I was supposed to bring more light, that I'm going to feel more darkness so I can get stronger to bring more light, because I don't have enough.
So in order to be able to channel more light, to anchor more light in here, you have to first experience darkness. It's like the darkness prepares your vessel to be able to bring that light.
Yes.
How is this darkness going to manifest in your life?
They said it won't be as bad as before, but it will be pretty heavy. And it will be something out of very unexpected that I didn't see coming. But that's what I will need in order to be stronger, to have a brighter light.
Yeah. And it must be important to your journey that you have this understanding at this time, because the session was rescheduled once and almost didn't happen today. So it seems important that you get this message today. Is that right?
Yes, they said remain calm. They said that they're always watching me and I have people guiding me. Not people, but in betweens. They called it in betweens.
Yeah.
And they said that when I come back, whether I accomplished why I came here or not, that I will still hold my place with them.
Were you
But
there before you left?
I was on the council. But they said that they do not view, no matter what happens, as a failure, that when I come back, I just take my spot back.
When is it that you can expect for this difficult situation to unfold?
Within a year.
Within the next year. Do they have any further information that would be appropriate for you to know at this time about that incident?
They said that it will emotionally break me. And then I'm going to hit bottom again, but I'll get back up. And then I'll bring the light.
They wanted you to be prepared for when that happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
They said that it won't take me long to bounce back this time because I'm not as weak as I used to be.
Right.
That all those other times, it's preparing me for this time, and this time it's going to be hard. I keep seeing something with a kid. It's gonna happen with a kid.
Is it related to work, to your paramedic firefighting job?
Feel like, yes, I feel like that's what it is.
A significant experience with a patient, maybe.
But they said that's what will bond me to their mother. It's their mother that I need to meet.
Say that again.
That it's the child's mother. It's the person I need to meet.
Oh. What is the significance of this child's mother?
She will make me stronger.
Mm.
Like she's almost like me. That
Yeah.
we will bring light together.
Yeah, there's an important energy exchange.
Yeah.
Was she also on the council?
She's like me, but I don't think she. Yeah, she was on the council.
Mm.
She came here after I did to assist. She knew it would take a long time for us to meet. The kid is a boy. I know that.
Yeah. Does that does that boy's higher self have any messages for you today?
It will be okay, he said. He says it will be okay.
Yeah. Sounds like this is a contract that you all agreed to before you came.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there
I feel
any?
like
Go ahead.
It's just that the boy will pass, and then his mom and I will be stronger together.
Right. I'm glad you were able to prepare yourself for that emotionally during this session.
That was heavy.
Yeah, it is. Is there anything else that the council or that boy or his mother's higher selves would like you to know?
They just said they're ready and they're waiting for the time.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
The council says they will be watching.
Mm. Why is it that you and this other soul from the council why is it that you need to connect over tragedy and darkness rather than just coming together as two lights to amplify each other?
Because that's how my light has gotten stronger each time, and how I can project more. Because when I go through a tragedy and I build myself back up, I'm stronger every time.
Right, that makes sense. Okay. It's the balance, I suppose, the yin and yang. Is there anything else that the council would like you to know today?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd like to ask if Stephanie's higher self is available to answer some questions.
Oh, they said they're very excited and they're ready.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Well, I just would like to ask about that very first scene that Stephanie saw when we started. It was very dark, but she was able to see the sun and that light coming in and what appeared to be some sort of trees. Can you help us understand what it was that Stephanie was seeing?
Home.
And where does Stephanie consider home?
Algorian.
Algorian?
Yes.
How many lifetimes has Stephanie had in Algorian?
6.
Is that the only place other than Earth that her soul has incarnated?
There's been a lot of travel, but no place to call home.
I understand. What is it that she misses the most about home?
Peace.
There's a lot of peace on Algorian.
That's all there is peace.
Yeah. What did she spend most of her existence there doing?
Making people smile.
Yeah. She was on the council in Algorian.
Yes.
She must have really loved it.
She misses it a lot.
Yeah. Was that patient that she had that moment with where he said he wanted to go home, was he also from Algorian? Or
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their energies, they must have been a match and they just were drawn to each other in that moment, weren't they?
Oh, it was so amazing.
Yeah. Was he also on the council, or was he just a soul family member?
Soul, just another soul there.
Yeah. Oh, will he be going back home after this incarnation on Earth?
Yes, he's finished.
Yeah. What was his mission in this lifetime?
He felt that he needed to come here to bring his peace,
Yeah.
to help bring more peace, and then he got stuck in the accident, got him stuck, and now he has to wait to leave. But he, even in his state, he feels like he didn't do enough, but he knows he's going back because when he died the multiple times, he was reassured he's coming back and he gets to go back now.
Yeah. Nothing is a coincidence. So that accident must have been important for his journey in some way.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would have not figured out in this lifetime what he was supposed to do here. He would not have remembered.
Right.
So the accident had to happen because he wouldn't have remembered.
Yeah. And he has peace with it now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just waiting.
Yeah. Is his daughter that's a doctor, is she also from Algorian, or is she from somewhere else?
I didn't feel a connection to her.
Okay.
She is also confused by the way he talks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, what a beautiful exchange of energy Stephanie and him were able to have.
Yeah, it was brief in the human time form, but
Right.
it was a lot longer between
Yes.
us.
Right. And now that she's talking about him again, their energy is still entangled in the quantum. So they're still having their energy exchange, aren't they?
They do. She looks forward to see him again.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know he looks forward to seeing her. Yeah. What can you tell Stephanie about her career path? Is she meant to leave paramedic and firefighting at some point in the near future to pursue energy work or something more spiritually based?
Not as the main thing in life. She needs to stay here. She's got people that she's going to meet through this career. She has to stay.
And that's obviously not going to be a forever thing, but for right now, her guidance is to stay in the job that she has.
Yes.
Will it be clear to her when she is supposed to transition away from that?
Yes, but it will be quite a while.
Okay. What about the option of shamanistic work, just the energy of being a shaman and having that energy? What is that about for her?
She needs to find a good teacher. We will send her one. We will send her a teacher.
And so
But
that will make itself known when that is the appropriate time.
yes, it won't be so much a shaman in definition, yes, but not in that way. Not in that culture. It'll be different for her.
Okay. But she'll recognize it when it comes.
Yes.
And what can you tell Stephanie about her ability to help others physically heal, not just emotionally, but literally helping them energetically?
All she needs to do is ask for our help and we will help her. Like, she just needs to ask. let us in, and we will do the energy for her.
It's kind of like she opens up her channel to allow the light and the energy from her higher self and from the council to come through. And then it's just effortless. It just happens, and she doesn't need to facilitate anything outside of that.
Correct.
Okay.
Sometimes she overthinks it. She's got to stop overthinking it and just let it happen.
Okay. How is she able to maintain some of her own feminine energy while she's at work? And would that be helpful to her in helping that energy to flow?
No, she needs to stay in the masculine at work for protection.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So maybe like she mentioned that she likes to kind of have breaks and stuff on her own to meditate and relax and have downtime, but that's about it as far as being feminine and having flow at work.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. What are some things she can do when she's not at work to bring that balance of that feminine energy?
She loves to dance, and that helps her when she goes out dancing with her friends. Gets dressed up because she never dresses up. When she gets dressed up, she feels beautiful. And she needs to do that more often.
Okay. What other kinds of things can she do, generally speaking, just for self-care, for investing her energy into herself and taking really good care of herself outside of work?
She needs to keep going to nature. That is where we give her her energy back when she is depleted. She needs to go back, and that's why she likes fishing and hunting, because we want her to get back out there so that she could keep rejuvenating that energy.
All right. Nature is important. What else can she do?
Quiet her mind. She's getting better at it, but it's been taking a lot of practice because her mind has never been quiet her whole life. And now she's finding peace in it. She needs to find ways to get out of the noise. She knows this.
What are some of the best ways for her to do that?
So we send her back into the nature. It's why she doesn't have a lot of friends. It's why she doesn't keep a lot of friends, because it's too loud.
Yeah. Yep. I resonate with that. Is there any aspect of shadow work that she should be focusing on right now?
Her mom is going to be a constant battle that will never be done. There will always be shadow work with that.
Right.
She needs to do the shadow work for her father, with her father, about her father.
Right.
Even though he wasn't as bad as her, he still played his own role of not doing his part.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Are there any other particular pieces of shadow work for her to be aware of right now?
We will send her the signs. She's pretty good at recognizing them.
Yeah, and it seems like she draws those opportunities in through the patients at work.
Hmm. She used to be afraid of her shadow work, but she's not anymore. She knows it gets her where she wants to be.
Right. You mentioned her dad earlier. What kind of a contract did she have with both her mom and her dad?
They all knew it would be difficult and it probably wouldn't work. But her mom, she never um she never fulfills her contracts.
Mm.
So this was like not so much a challenge, but she knew that Stephanie knew this would be a difficult contract and nobody else would accept it. So she took it on, and it's just difficult, and it will probably not go well.
Well, and it sounds like that almost fulfills part of Stephanie's purpose and mission of experiencing a lot of darkness so that she can channel more light.
Yes.
What was the contract that she entered into with her mom that her mom is very unlikely to uphold?
There's so much darkness in her.
Mm.
She, she keeps wanting to be a good person, but no matter who comes into her life, she's just evil.
And that's a cycle for that soul.
Yes.
What will it take for that soul to finally be able to make a different choice, to choose light and learning and growth?
She will literally have to witness a miracle for her
Mm,
to change her ways.
so
And that will probably never happen.
she'll just be stuck on that human wheel of karma of incarnating over and over until that happens.
Yes. And
Yeah.
Stephanie's tried to help, but Stephanie also knows her boundaries, and she doesn't want to get sucked back into the darkness and not come out. Stephanie can go into the darkness and pull people out that want to be pulled out. But for people that don't want to be pulled out, they will just drag her back down and she won't come back. And she
Right.
knows this.
What about that patient that she felt guided to send her positive energy to, but then she went further and said, well, I will also take your negative energy. Is that kind of what happened then?
She just didn't know how to protect herself and that she shouldn't accept the negative. Even though it helped him in tremendous ways, it damaged her, but it was a lesson she had to learn because she did not know her power.
It sounds like the way that she transmutes energy is to channel and send out the light rather than taking in the dark or the negative to transmute it that way.
Yes, she can pull negative and not absorb it.
Oh, okay.
She can pull the negative in disease and the death while pushing in the health, the light, and the calm and the peace. But she knows who to do that with. She knows when she needs to step in and when she shouldn't step in. We tell her.
Yeah, okay. And then just setting an intention to pull out the negative, but not absorb it.
Yes, she will carry it, but she will carry it until she can get rid of it
Okay.
in the right place. But it won't
Yeah.
affect her. It'll make her tired and upset, but it won't
Yes.
damage her like
Okay.
before.
Okay. Okay. Um, what kind of past life experiences has she had with her daughter?
um, there's a strong connection there. She It's almost like they're one person.
Yeah.
I feel like they're one person split into two.
Yeah.
Like the
Did,
second one got to live the good life, the better life.
yeah. Did she split when she left home, or is that something that she split a long time ago and they've been incarnating together off and on since?
Uh, we split a long time ago, but this is our first time back together.
Oh, wow.
I have not seen her before until now.
Why is it that she chose to split in the first place?
To experience more,
Mm, yeah,
because it was going to take so many of us to try to fix things
right.
that a lot of us had to split because not enough of us wanted to come. So
Right.
those who chose to come decided to split themselves.
Right. Would that be considered a twin flame dynamic?
Yeah, in a way, but I feel like it's not that she's not here to teach me a lesson, only to help guide me, and then we're here to be stronger again. But
Yeah.
she's not realizing this yet.
Yeah. She's still young.
But by the time she realizes it, I'll be gone.
Oh, so it'll be a while for her then.
Yes.
How is it that she healed Stephanie when Stephanie got pregnant with her?
Ah, because she carries the same gift of healing.
Mm. Was that always essentially part of their plan and part of their path?
Yes. They heal each other.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. They integrate and they are wholeness when they're together.
Yes.
Must have been very healing for Stephanie to be pregnant with her.
It was
Yeah.
the best thing for Stephanie because she was not going down the right path.
Mm, yeah. Why is it that she was able to get pregnant and carry her? Because that was just always a part of their plan.
Yes.
And while Samantha was in her womb, then she was able to bring her own light and healing and address the issues of like the cysts and the cell mutations and the endometriosis and all of that.
Yes. She couldn't fix it all, but
Mhm.
enough to be able to live better, live less
Yeah,
pain.
right. And where did those issues originate from to begin with?
Hmm. The evil from the mother's side.
So the mom in her lineage has been carrying that for a long time.
So much evil and trauma from that side.
Does her mom's mom, like her grandmother, was it passed from there? Like, did Stephanie's mom also experience that type of evil?
Stephanie's grandma, her mom's mom, was the only guiding light in Stephanie's life.
Okay.
She was the only peace and calm that Stephanie ever had
Yeah.
on earth until she got older.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
And now she will is her spirit guide sometimes. She will come in and out, not on a regular, but she will let Stephanie know she's there.
Yeah. Like such typical grandma energy. She just
Mm,
is there when you need her, when you need a little
yes.
recharge, or you need to hang out with grandma and make cookies or read a story or do whatever grandma thing. There she is.
Yes.
And then you're done with the grandma energy and you go on about your life.
Yep. She's
Yeah.
always watching though. Always
Oh, that's
watching.
beautiful. Okay. What about Stephanie's experience with being a surrogate? Was there a contract with that soul that she carried?
Um, it was very minor. It was Stephanie had a feeling that even though the bond was so good with this family, that it was going to be abruptly cut off. And
Mm,
she was already okay with that. But
yeah,
she just they needed help bringing another soul into that
right.
family.
Yeah,
So we made sure Stephanie could do that.
right. It's beautiful. Um, let's see. We've already talked a bit about her purpose for this lifetime, but she was wondering just overall, what is her soul's intention and purpose for incarnating into this life?
To fix the brokenness.
Mm, to bring the
There's so
light,
much to
right?
bring the light because there's so much darkness and there's
Yeah.
so many broken people that she has the ability to fix it.
Right. And why would a council member from Algorian care at all about humans and their dark experiences? Why would she want to even go and try to help?
Because most of the souls here are not from here. So we have to
Right.
save them so they can go home.
Right. Souls come here and then they get stuck on the wheel of karma, returning over and
Yes.
over, much like Stephanie's mother in this lifetime, and then they're just kind of trapped.
Yes.
They get sucked into kind of like that void, like the darkness that is here on earth, and then they have a really hard time leaving.
Yes. And Stephanie has a lot of generational trauma to fix. And she knows this.
Right.
Um, she understands why that's probably she's had to experience so much darkness because how else would you know how to heal it if you didn't know how it felt?
Right. Yeah.
So that comes from her ancestors.
Right. Yeah.
She isn't here to find a partner.
Right.
She's here to fix things and then go home.
Yeah. She feels really eager to move forward with ascension and with, raising her vibration and healing and integrating. What advice do you have for her about that?
Be patient. You've come so fast, like so far and fast compared to so many people that you keep hitting walls because you keep leaping forward so fast. And then you
Yeah.
hit a wall and you have to find patience. You can't just wake up with it and then it's given to you. That's not how it works.
Right.
You have to sometimes earn it. You have to be prepared for it. You have to trust it. And she has trust issues.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable.
And her best friend never leaves her.
Right. Why did she have to experience that loss? Oh my gosh.
To protect herself because he was coming for her.
And why did he end up not coming for her after he took Stephanie's best friend?
He did try 3 times, and
Oh,
every
wow.
time she was strong enough and smart enough to get away. The
Yeah.
first time was before
Oh,
he took her best friend, and then he disappeared. And then he took her, and then he came for Stephanie 2 more times.
right. And she was just able to listen to her guidance and keep herself safe?
Yes, she asked for help, and we gave it to her.
Right. Is there a karma or past life or contract with him, between him and Stephanie?
It's evil like her mother.
Mm,
He will never give up. If he sees her again, he will try to finish her again.
what is that energy about for him?
That's all he knows.
Wow. What will it take for his soul to make a different decision, to choose the light? At some point, it may take hundreds of incarnations, but what will it finally take for a soul like that to make a different decision?
He gets tired.
Mm,
Evil they can't stay strong forever. He'll get tired,
right,
and then he won't have a choice.
right. Mm. But Stephanie's best friend is always with her.
Mm, yes, always. She's
Yeah.
inside of her. She's part of her.
Yeah. Was part of their contract for the friend to die so that Stephanie wouldn't?
Yes.
Yeah.
She had to go to save her.
Yeah. What a beautiful
She
sacrifice.
and she doesn't have any doubts that was the right choice, even though Stephanie wishes it would have been the other way around.
Right. Yeah. Does her best friend have anything that she wants Stephanie to know today?
Just not to forget who she is
Right.
and what we're here to do.
Right. Okay. Why is it that Stephanie has a fear of drowning in dirty water?
Car accident.
Mm.
It's not her fear, it's her best friend's.
Oh, did her best friend die in the car accident by drowning?
The car went into a creek. Yeah,
Yeah.
into the water. But Stephanie doesn't know that. She just knows it was a car accident in off of a bridge.
Right.
But it's not her fear of the dirty water, it's her friends.
Right. How is it that that other soul was responsible for the best friend's death if it was a car accident, like off of a bridge?
He made her crash. He was
Oh,
chasing her.
he was chasing her. Oh,
He was chasing her and she lost control of her car. And that's how he tried to kill Stephanie the second
right.
time.
Yeah. anything that Stephanie can do to be letting go of that fear of the water? Maybe something to honor her best friend and let her best friend know that she's safe, that her best friend is safe and that Stephanie is safe and they don't ever have to worry about him again. That'd be helpful.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
He is coming back in.
He's coming back.
But as long as Stephanie taps into her guidance and is calm and knows and has confidence that he has no power and control over her in her life, then it won't be an issue.
She knows how to remain calm and can take care of herself now.
Right.
It will shock her for a brief second, but then that's why she's been on this path learning the way she has, because she's protected. Like we will always protect her until she finishes what she's supposed to do here.
Right.
So she's very confident knowing that he can't hurt her anymore.
Right.
But he'll come back around visually. She's going to visually see him, but he won't recognize her because she doesn't look the same anymore.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, is there anything that she can do, a ceremony or ritual or anything to help the best friend with her fear of the water and allow her friend to have that release and that peace?
No, she's at peace. She's okay.
Okay. So that's right. You said it was just a manifestation of that's coming up for Stephanie. It's not necessarily that her best friend is still carrying that with her.
Yes.
I see. And probably now that that's been made conscious, probably that fear of drowning in dirty water will ease up for Stephanie.
Yes.
Okay. Oftentimes when Stephanie goes into meditation, she feels like there's just this sensation of flying and she gets like eagle energy a lot. And she's had that Indian princess warrior energy coming to her and like coaching and guiding her. What is that energy of?
Because she will learn how to elevate. So she already does this sometimes in her meditation where she feels weightless, but she will actually be able to do that down the road with time and patience and learning.
She'll be able
elevate.
Will she be able to like move her physical body, like literally levitate?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, because where she comes from, that's natural.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know how to do it here. And she gets frustrated that she's grounded and she doesn't like to be grounded.
Yeah. Was that Indian princess? Is that a past life of Stephanie's, or is she a guide?
She's a guide. She is a guide so that Stephanie is ready for the battles and to push her into her strength. And I feel it's more of a guide, but I feel like there's a past life too. Like there's too many feelings of not home, but it just like I've been there before.
Maybe her and that soul had a past life or many past lives, and in this incarnation they are Stephanie and then spirit guide.
Yes.
Yeah. How many Earth lifetimes has Stephanie had?
6.
And how many like off Earth lifetimes has she had?
Just the one.
Hmm.
She is very old.
Oh, okay. So she's had just the one lifetime in Algorian.
Yes.
Were there any important or significant lives that you wanted to share with her today that she's not already heard about?
She needs to go back and remember. She can be a medicine woman. She's been it before. She did it. She did it in tribal and ceremonies. She did it in the ceremonies, and then she did it in the woods. She lived in the woods and she did it there, and she healed people when they were sick.
Right.
And that's why she does the job she does now, and it feels right, because that's just always been her.
Yeah.
She's going to get it right this time, because she gets to go home after this one.
Yeah. Good. So was Algorian her first lifetime, and then she's incarnated on Earth trying to help since then?
Yes.
Right. Have Stephanie and I ever had a past life together?
No. There's a connection.
Yeah.
Like emotional. We are like the same, but we're not from the same place.
Yeah. Similar missions, probably.
Yes.
Similar stories, leaving a council or whatever to leave and incarnate a bunch to try and help.
We are both very high.
Yeah.
There's a lot of respect between us, but we're not from the same place.
Right. Yeah, I wonder if our energies, as humans, we have a hard time. We just want to conceptualize everything that's not happening right now in this human life as a past life, but there's probably been energy exchanged and interactions before that weren't necessarily, I don't know, in an incarnation or whatever. Right. That resonates. Well, I think I've asked all of her questions. Is there anything else that Stephanie's higher self would like for her to know today?
I'm worried for her for the future, for the next year, but we're trying to build her up strong so she doesn't fall so hard.
Right.
Tell her not to worry, not to stress about it, because she can't control it, and she knows this, that it will happen, and much better things will come out of it in the end.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like her to know today?
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask the subconscious, the higher self,